Semen retention should be completely natural. It should be completely effortless, and it should feel great. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so that you can magnetize your ideal life. If you're interested in learning more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos. Make sure you grab my free ejaculation control guide. There's a link in the video description below. So I'm going to talk about the #1 exercise to do. So it's important to understand what is actually happening when you're practicing semen retention. A lot of guys just jump into this, without having a deeper understanding of what they're actually doing. And some guys run into issues because they don't have a full understanding of the immense power that they're working with by practicing semen retention, and they have no way to move the sexual energy through their body. They have no way to keep that energy moving, and it can become stagnant. And this is why a lot of guys experience feelings of irritability, anger, frustration when they're practicing semen retention, and it becomes an unenjoyable experience. Semen retention should be completely natural. It should be completely effortless, and it should feel great. So if you're running into like a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of irritability, then you know that you're doing something wrong, and I'll get more into this. So let's look at the qualities of sexual energy. I did a video called Sexual Energy Explained where I go in depth on the qualities of what exactly sexual energy is and how we can work with it dynamically. But basically, sexual energy, it's a special type of energy. It amplifies things, it multiplies things, like the semen, the single sperm growing into an entire human body. That's amplification power. And it also bonds things together. It bonds lovers together. It bonds you to thoughts, to feelings, to emotions, to actions. So it amplifies things and it bonds things together. Now, this can either be a positive or a negative quality. It's inherently neutral, but it depends on the context. So whatever patterns you have in your life, whatever thoughts you're feeling, whatever you're doing with your life, once you start working with sexual energy, then you start to amplify everything. You start to multiply it, and you start to bond yourself to these patterns. So if you're an angry, unconscious person and you start practicing semen retention without any practice to keep yourself balanced, then you may potentially amplify and bond yourself to these patterns of anger, these unconscious patterns. And I see a lot of guys run into this because, again, it's important to understand that you're building up this tremendous amount of sexual energy by practicing semen retention. And if you're not doing anything with that energy, if you don't understand how to transmute that energy, how to move it through the body, then you will very likely experience some of these negative side effects. So we have all of these energetic channels in the body. They're called acupuncture meridians. They're like these rivers of energy flowing through the body. And when these channels are closed, we feel negative emotions, we become ill, we don't feel well. And so it's very important when you're practicing semen retention that you have some sort of practice to keep your energy channels open and flowing so that the sexual energy can naturally move upward throughout the body. This is the ideal way of practicing semen retention, is that you're able to keep that sexual energy moving throughout the body. Because if it just stays here in the genitals, if it's just stuck down here, it's not doing you very much good, and it just becomes stagnant. It becomes stuck here. And stuck energy, in Chinese medicine, when your energy is blocked, when it's not moving, when it's stuck in one place of the body, that often manifests in illness. So this can manifest as prostate problems. It can manifest as chronic negative emotions, anger, things like that. So it's imperative, if you're practicing semen retention, that you have a practice to keep your energy flowing, keep your energy channels open. And that's why my #1 practice while doing semen retention is Qigong. So Qigong is an incredible practice. It comes from ancient China. So Qi it's the universal life force. It's energy. It's like the yogis call it prana. It's known as Qi in Japan, like Reiki. Wilhelm Reich called it organ. So it's this universal energy. So Gong is, as in Kung Fu, Gong Fu, it's a skill, it's a discipline. So Qigong is the skill or the discipline of cultivating universal energy. And so this is such an incredible practice, guys. I started practicing Qigong about 6 years ago, and I had so many incredible benefits from it. It was life-changing for me. I had so much more energy all of a sudden. It naturally led me to stop drinking alcohol, taking substances, watching porn, because this practice allows you to tune into that universal life force, which in this modern age, we're all so disconnected from. Our technology is literally designed to protect us from nature. So we're out of sync from these natural patterns of growth and connection that we get living close to nature. And this has become a major problem for people in this modern world because all these illnesses manifest, all these mental illnesses, because we're disconnected from the universal energy, basically. So when you have a daily practice to keep yourself in the flow, to keep your energy channels open, to stay connected to this universal energy flow, you stay happy, you stay healthy, you stay radiant and energized. So in China, they used to have entire hospitals where they taught patients Qigong practices, and they became very famous for curing people of chronic illnesses, things such as cancer, all these chronic problems. They found that in these Qigong clinics, people were curing by this internal energy practice. So Qigong is so important when you're practicing semen retention because it allows you to keep your energy moving. It teaches you how to move that sexual energy through the body. Once you get in touch with this flow of energy through the body and you learn to start to move it and start to open these channels, now you can move your sexual energy through the body to truly transmute it and to put it into everything that you're doing. Plus, Qigong helps you to stay clear, helps you to stay balanced. It helps you to manage your emotions and to stay grounded, to connect to the earth. This is so important for guys because our sexual energy is very fiery, it's very volatile. And when we're able to ground that energy, it slows down that intense vibration of sexual energy. It cools it down and it makes it more digestible so that we're more comfortable holding this energy within our bodies, because that's what happens when you practice semen retention. You have this high degree of sexual charge, and that can make some people tense having all this sexual energy within them. So when you're practicing Qigong, when you're grounded, your energy channels are open and flowing, you have space in the body for this energy to flow. You get in touch with your channels, your energy channels, and you keep that sexual energy circulating through your entire body. And that is how, in my opinion, in my experience, you get the highest benefits of practicing semen retention. It becomes enjoyable, it becomes effortless. You want to keep practicing semen retention because you feel good, you feel in the flow, you feel radiant and energized. So I want to show you a very basic little exercise that can help you to start to feel your energy. This may seem really silly, but just bear with it, just try it with me. It will help you to feel the energy in your body. So what you're going to do is so you take one hand out and rest the elbow of the other hand on this arm so that this hand on top is completely relaxed. You can also place your arm like on a desk or something, a flat surface, but I don't have one right now, so this is perfectly suitable. Just stick your arm on the other arm. And the important thing is that this arm is completely relaxed. You must be relaxed to feel your energy. So what you're going to do is, the hand is just hanging here limp. You're going to activate the hand, which means you're going to just barely start to extend it with the minimal amount of tension required, just to slowly extend the hand open. Slowly opening the hand, extending it, and even bring it backwards a little bit so the hand is open. And keep your mind on this point here in the wrist. This is the Daling point. It's like a hot spot for energy activation. So keep your mind on that point, opening the hand, and then very slowly close it, releasing all tension. Just keep your mind focused in the wrist point and the entire hand. Moving very slowly. The key here is relaxation, placing all of your mind within the hand, keeping it relaxed while forming the shape with the hand. So just do this for a few rounds. So we're just activating and relaxing, extending the hand and relaxing it completely. And after a few rounds of this, you'll start to feel this pulsing, or maybe this like buzzing in your hands. For me, it's like this very powerful wave. For me, I feel it radiating up from my belly center, from the dantian, up through my arm into my hand. This is what happens with practice. You feel the whole body activation of energy. But in the beginning, you may not feel much, just a small tingling of the hands. The more you practice, the more powerful it becomes. Let's do it one more time. Completely relax. Relax your shoulder, relax your elbow, relax the entire arm. Just notice what you feel. And now bring your other hand out and just feel this hand compared to the other hand. And then kind of pulse the hands back and forth. And just feel the space between the hands. You might feel a sort of magnetic field building up here. Very subtle in the beginning. Relax the shoulders. It's very crucial. Relax the hands, but keep them activated, keep them extended, the fingers. So that's just a really simple practice that you can use to start to feel your energy. You may not have felt much from that in the beginning, may seem completely silly to you, but I guarantee if you stick with it, you will start to feel this powerful activation of energy. So just to sum it up, Qigong is an incredible practice. If you're practicing semen retention, you should definitely be doing this because again, it keeps your energy flowing, keeps it moving. It keeps you clear. It helps you to stay in the present moment. So Qigong practices use movement, deep internal awareness. It's like a moving meditation. And this unlocks the energy flow of your body because we're not used to moving slowly and mindfully. We're often in a hurry. We're in the future. We're trying to get from one place to the other, and we're very tense in our movements. We don't take the time to move with awareness, to feel our bodies. This is the key to unlocking your energy flow. So Qigong helps you stay balanced, helps you get the highest benefits of practicing semen retention. I guarantee you, if you practice Qigong regularly while on semen retention, you're going to be hooked. You're never going to go back. So if you're interested in learning more about Qigong practices, I have an entire playlist here on YouTube of Qigong exercises, so I'll put a link to that in the description. Check that out. And if you're interested in learning some really powerful methods to unlock your Qigong practice, to really tangibly feel this internal energy and develop it to a high level, check out my training video, Qigong Mastery. There's a link to that in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Have you ever tried Qigong, or what are your thoughts about this practice? I'd love to hear. Have a great day, my friends.